watching Bounce TV News at 7.
Good evening, I'm Rahman Johnson, and this is the News on Bounce. It's a special edition because we're live here at Clayman Plaza in downtown Tallahassee for the FSU Block Party. It's to celebrate the Florida State University Seminoles taking on the Bethune-Cookman College Wildcats. That game happens tomorrow. It's at 6 p.m. at Doak Campbell Stadium on the Bobby Bowden Field. So we'll have all the details. We've been talking to them, and we've got some predictions. I must say, even though I'm here at Clayman Plaza, downtown Tallahassee for FSU Fan Day, I'm representing Bethune-Cookman University today. Now, before we do anything else, we want to know how things are looking. Our chief meteorologist, Casanova Nurse, is standing by in the Bounce Weather Center, and which is right here in downtown Tallahassee. And Cass, people are coming. It's a lot of energy down here tonight, but the good thing is the weather is holding up. How long can this be expected?
Probably through tonight, maybe squeezing in a little bit of cooperative weather tomorrow morning, but then clouds start to build and the rain chances are on the increase. So that will factor into your plans tomorrow, but tonight we're looking just fine. The radar has been showing clear for quite some time across our own local area. Yes, a few showers to the west, Panama City, Chipley area. That's staying away from us, moving northwest. So the Friday night is looking dry and pleasant and mild. But tomorrow for the game at Doak Campbell Stadium, we're just not really looking at all that much great weather anymore because we are going to have deteriorating weather conditions. And what I mean by that is extra cloudiness, mostly during the time that we have the tailgating, pre-game activities. By 6 o'clock, we will have some scattered showers. So I'm placing that in the forecast. We'll have temperatures all throughout the day, mostly in the 80s. But it looks like the rain activity will more than likely hold off, the organized rain, until late tomorrow. Sunday looks like the better chance for rain across the region, so I think that'll be the day we'll really have to have the umbrellas. I would say take your ponchos if you're heading to the Doak. That's where we could see maybe a little bit of passing rain activity. That's how it looks now. It's not looking so dire in terms of heavy rain, flooding, or anything like that, but Sunday we can still have some heavy rain. Maybe not so much of a heavy rain potential for the game. And the FAMU Rattlers, of course, are heading to Columbus, Ohio. It's going to be cooler and rainy there, so both of our hometown college teams will be facing some inclement weather, perhaps.
Well, the good thing is FAMU is coming away from what we understand with this game in Ohio with a purse of $900,000. So regardless of how they do against Ohio or if it rains or not, Tallahassee and Florida A&M University has won.
Yeah, winners either way.
There you go. Thanks so much, Cass, and enjoy a good weekend.
I'm going to try. You too.
Good stuff. Now, tonight, of course, we want to talk about Florida A&M University Rattlers. They are a hometown team. They will be taking on the Ohio State University Buckeyes, and this is going to be a huge game. They get a guaranteed purse for this game. But the interesting thing here is I want to tell you a little bit about the history of FAMU. It was started back in 1887, and this university was something that people didn't think there was an amendment in the Florida legislature where FAMU was they were allowing a normal college to come in October 3rd, 1887, and there was a white normal college that the Florida legislature had an opportunity to put out, but at the time they said if you're going to do it for one group, you have to do it for the other. It was an 1890 land-grant institution, and there you have Florida A&M University, one of the most historic colleges in Florida. They've produced leaders who have done some amazing things. In fact, the guys that run Bounce Television, Rob Packer and Will Hardy, were both students at FAMU when they produced the movie Chocolate City, and then they went on to do Twa and some other great things. So technically they're my bosses, and so the FAMU lineage continues. Joining us now is Dr. Donald Palm. Dr. Palm, thanks so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having us.
And you are the Associate Vice President of Academic Affairs for Florida A&M.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I got to start out, obviously, since we're down here talking about FSU Fan Day, first and foremost, how does it feel to have FAMU playing a D1 school, number 4 ranked in the country, and they were shaking a little bit when they heard FAMU, the Rattlers were coming. Yeah. How does it make you feel knowing to be a part of that legacy?
Well, this is a wonderful opportunity for Florida A&M University, without a doubt. To be on that stage with such a wonderful program at Ohio State, with our FAMU student athletes competing against some of the top athletes in the country is just a wonderful opportunity, not only for our athletes, but also the recognition of our university as well. And so we're looking forward to a wonderful competitive game up there in Ohio.
And the weather's, as you heard Casanova say just moments ago, the weather's going to be pretty good, so we're hoping to come back with a win.
Absolutely, absolutely, without a doubt, absolutely.
Let's talk economic impact right now. I said earlier FAMU is going to get $900,000 guaranteed for coming to this, going to play Ohio State. What does that mean for infrastructure improvements or anything in the school? How does that help the school?
Oh, well, definitely. In this hard economic time that all universities are feeling right now, a payout such as that is very important, especially for our athletic program as well. And so, again, the negotiation of the contract was well done, and I think that, again, we'll see the results from after the game and the impact it's going to have. So we're really excited about the opportunity, though. Really.
What are some of the other things academically? I know I was on FAMU, and I was driving by campus the other day, and I saw a lot, and I literally came back on campus, and I looked, and there was a building where the lot used to be. What are some of the exciting projects that you guys are working on at FAMU right now?
Well, we are doing some wonderful things at Florida A&M University. As our interim president, Dr. Robinson, always says, great things happen at FAMU every day. We have world-class faculty, world-class administrators that are very dedicated to our students and that actually are interested in producing some of the top graduates in the country. And so a lot of our students actually do very well with regards to graduating. We have received several accolades in the last several, actually in the last several years, but actually this year especially. And I like to even talk.
Here, you've been named as U.S. News and World Report ranks FAM as one of the top schools in the country, period.
Top schools in the country as well as the top HBCU in the country as well. Princeton Review has actually also ranked us as the best school in the Southeast. And so, again, we're really excited. A lot of the hard work that the faculty are putting in is actually showing now with regards to our academic accolades. One of a major accolade that we have and we're very proud about is from a college database in which they have identified Florida A&M University as an affordable university as well as high quality. And it also demonstrates that our students come out making about $41,000 a year, which really is, again, a wonderful feather in our cap. Again, just to show that we're giving a high quality education for a good cost and a low cost.
And I'm looking here, you've got 54 bachelor degree programs, 28 master's programs, 12 doctoral degree programs. Are there plans for other kinds of specialty niche programs coming on board?
Right. We are always strategically looking with the market as well as with research to actually identify more programs that are going to actually address a lot of concerns in society. We are a doctoral research university. Again, we have 12 doctoral programs, and a lot of our programs are also based in STEM areas. And so we're very, very excited about the growth of the university. We just received a $13.5 million grant from NIH with regards to health disparities, looking at neurodegeneration, cancer, and various other drug discovery types of research. So we're really excited.
Dr. Palm, we're excited to be here. Thanks so much for joining us on set, and good luck this weekend.
Thank you very much. Cool. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Right. Thank you. The News on Bounce continues. We'll be right back. There is so much more action from FSU Fan Day. You can come on down and join us. We're live at Clayman Plaza in downtown Tallahassee. Tweet us right now with the hashtag #BounceAtClayman. We're live here at Clayman Plaza. The News on Bounce continues, and we're talking some interesting stuff. Of course, your chance to say it and post it starts right now. Check out this giant mooncake in China. It's a big one. A team in Shanghai hopes that the 2.5-ton cake will take the world record for the largest mooncake ever. Now, the cake is 8 feet across, and it's pretty deep. Mooncakes are traditionally used for snacks during China's Mid-Autumn Festival. Let's hope no one actually has to eat the mooncake. And another part of the festival is watching the spectacular Kwantang River tide come in. Thousands of tourists come to the shore to watch the waves, and those waves can grow up to 30 feet high. Now, town officials built protective barriers to protect the tide watchers so they won't get swept away. And it's a brand new species that's been found. It's the yellow-bellied legless lizard. They've been living near a runway in, get this, the Los Angeles International Airport. Now, it's one of 4 new species of legless lizards that was found living in California. It looks like a snake, but there are some differences between snakes and lizards. A snake can't blink, and a lizard can't curl up or shed its own skin in one piece. Let's just hope that the little guy stays right out there near the runway where he's been. Now, you can always join the conversation. Find us online at bouncenews.tv or on Facebook, Bounce TV Tallahassee. Now, you can send me a tweet right now. That's at RockmanJ or at Bounce TV Tally. We want to know what you're thinking. We'll be right back. We're live from Clayman Plaza, where Florida State University will be taking on Bethune-Cookman College tomorrow. Now, what do you think BCU's band is going to do? Those 14-karat Golden Girls are always the hit of the show. Tweet us, Facebook us. We want to know what's on your mind and what you think the prediction will be. The News on Bounce is here live at Clayman Plaza, downtown Tallahassee. It is the FSU block party where FSU will be meeting the Bethune-Cookman College Wildcats. That happens tomorrow, 6 p.m. at Doak Campbell Stadium on the Bobby Bowden Field. It's going to be an epic matchup. I'm saying that because I'm going for Bethune-Cookman College. Now, granted, everywhere I look says that Bethune-Cookman is going to get trounced, but I am still holding out hope. In fact, I got a tweet from our sports guy, Dave Griffiths, I'm going to share with you in just a moment. But let's take a look at some of the headlines happening around the world from here at Clayman Plaza. Right now, 18 soldiers and 8 officers were killed during 3 militant attacks in South Yemen. Many more were wounded, and officials believe that the attack was carried out by Al-Qaeda. Now, the attacks occurred within an hour in 3 different locations. Militias were targeting security forces, and car bombs and fires were used to carry out the attacks. Tonight, the president company has died. Nintendo's president, Hiroshi Yamauchi, passed away on Thursday in Japan. Now, he guided the company into success with games like Donkey Kong and Mario Brothers. Yamauchi brought a majority stake in the Seattle Mariners back in 1992. His death was attributed to pneumonia. He was 85 years old. And 30 Greenpeace activists were arrested in the Arctic. They were detained by Russian authorities. Now, the group was protesting against oil drilling in the area. They say the Russian Coast Guard climbed into their vessel and pointed guns at them. Now, the Russian Foreign Ministry, of course, says the protesters were proactive and they were not meaning to cause harm. They just wanted to get their point across. Remember, you can follow the headlines and all of the stories that are going on tonight on our sister network, WTXL ABC 27 News at 11. Jade Balexa will be filling in tonight there for Mika Highsmith. Well, we are here right now, again, Clayman Plaza, downtown Tallahassee, and when I tell you it's exciting, the energy that's coming, everybody is just having a great time. I got to say, I just got a tweet from Dave Griffiths from the sports team at ABC 27. He says, and I'm going to read it, it says, okay, Rockman, because you're with BCC, I'll give you 60 points tomorrow. If you win, I'll wear a FAMU jersey and come on Bounce. If I win, you have to go on Bounce and talk bad about Oprah. Really? I don't think so. I'm not trying to die. Oprah's the queen of all media. Hello. We'll figure out a bet and we'll find it out. But right now, standing by, Ira Sheffield is here from the Tallahassee Democrat, Tallahassee.com. Ira, how are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Doing awesome. Good to see you. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with us.
Good to see you, too.
And I want to make sure it's right. I'm real big on names. How is the correct pronunciation of your name?
It's Schofel, like show and tell. Schofel.
Schofel. I want to make sure, because I want to make sure. And you're the sports guy. You're one of the sports gurus here. Let's start out talking about Florida State University and Bethune-Cookman. What do you got to say about it?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. I mean, I think Bethune-Cookman, from everything we've been told, is going to bring a lot of fans. They've got a lot of support. People coming up to the game are excited about this game. And look, we heard Coach Jenkins talk this week. They're not backing down. I mean, they beat FIU last week. They're coming to Florida State to represent their school and represent FCS football. And Coach Jenkins thinks that, FCS schools, I guess they've won 8 or 9 games this year against FBS schools. And it's going to be a tall task. Florida State's very good. You're talking about one of the best teams in the country at any level. But I think they've got athletes. They've got guys that play Division I football, and I think it's going to be – they're not going to back down. I think it's going to be a fun game.
And, right now the main thing is they've already won because they're leaving with an almost $500,000 purse.
Yeah, that's right. They're leaving with a check in hand, but they like to leave with the check and the win.
And a win.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk FAMU up at Ohio State. Clearly Ohio State number 4, but FAMU said they're not coming – they're going to come strong and bring everything they got. What do you think about that game?
Yeah, I mean, same thing. I mean, I think FAMU is fighting for respect. I mean, it's been a tough start to the year for the Rattlers, and I think there were a lot of high expectations with Coach Holmes coming in and his new coaching staff, and it's been a rough go. Quinn Gray, the offensive coordinator, has been sick. Levon Kirkland, the defensive coordinator, has had his family issues. His wife's been sick, and our thoughts are all with them. And I think those distractions certainly haven't helped matters. And now they go to Ohio State at a game where obviously it's going to be very difficult for Florida A&M to win that game. But again, I think starting a new program, they just want to show that they can be respectable, put together a nice little running game, play sound defense, and I think they'll be happy with it. And again, like you said, they'll be coming home with a lot of cash in the bank.
$900,000 is nothing to sneeze at.
It'll do a lot of things. Really for the entire athletic department. Those games aren't fun sometimes, but they do a lot for the athletic department.
Any other games you should take a look at this weekend real quick?
Locally, I mean, across the state in college football, Florida and Tennessee, which traditionally, when we were coming up, was a huge game. Florida's won, I guess, the last 8 in a row against Tennessee. So this one will probably go to the Gators as well. On the high school level, of course, Leon Godby is a game that everybody's kind of excited about. Coach Coakley.
It's trending right now on social media.
Yeah, Coach Coakley's come in and breathed some new life into Leon. They kind of struggled the last couple of years. People are excited. They've looked good the first couple of weeks. Godby, of course, is loaded. Everybody knows about the Cougars, defending state champions, and I think it'll be a good test for Leon to see if they can play it all with the Cougars.
Good stuff. Well, thanks for coming and giving us a little bit of handicap as to what's going on. We can always catch you in your column on Tallahassee.com, yeah?
We appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
No, thank you. And we'll be looking, I know we'll be tweeting live from the game, so we'll see what you'll put out there.
All right,
Ira, thanks so much. The News on Bounce continues with more. We'll be back in just a moment. Bounce News continues live from Clayman Plaza. And being a man is about so much more than throwing a football. Even though there are 2 great teams playing tomorrow, we're going to talk about exactly what fatherhood is. It's your best life, living better, mind, body, and soul. We're live here at Clayman Plaza down in downtown Tallahassee for the FSU Fan Day, but your best life is always important, and tonight in Your Best Life, abandoned by his father at age 9, Joe Jones was addicted to heroin and cocaine. He even spent 17 years in prison, and one of his biggest regrets is he didn't give back during his life. He said that if he could do it, he would make a difference, and now he's doing just that with young men all over the country. It's tonight's Your Best Life.
I sold drugs on and off throughout my life. The tattoos, when I first got them, was war paint. I didn't think about my son, I did not think about my family. They did not exist.
I've not met one man who didn't want to be a good dad. They just don't know how to be good dads. What male has helped to shape who you are? We have young men who didn't have fathers in their own lives, and the cycle of father absence repeated, and we want them to change that for their children. I'm Joe Jones. I work to help fathers and families become responsible for themselves, their children, and their communities. I was 9 years old when my dad left the house. I began using drugs when I was 13. I spent time in jail consistently, and I also had a son that I wasn't responsible for. There's no reason why you can't get out of the hole regardless of what the circumstances are. I'm telling you. There aren't many spaces in our community where men can go that are safe.
On your marks, get your baby, go.
And constructive and healthy. We're up on Monroe Street, the Center for Urban Families. We recruit on the street because you have to penetrate the community. Be responsible fatherhood, that's the stuff that we're doing. That's why we built the center.
You can make mistakes, but you can cover those mistakes. Joe has allowed me to find and restore my dignity.
We currently have 6 classes left for you to take. You're almost done.
That's one of the greatest things that you can offer anyone.
May my energy be increased for fatherhood.
When you see someone and they got that pride, that light in their eye is relit, their potential is unlimited. They're showing their little boys and little girls what it means to be a man and what it means to be a dad.
Being a man, making a difference, and being a hero, as CNN says, that could be another key to living your best life. Well, tonight, Bounce News continues, and we'll be talking to some students from Florida A&M University about the upcoming game. We'll be right back. The News on Bounce continues live from Clayman Plaza, and you get the last word in just a moment, just like Kurt, the silent giant, who says, as a Rattler, do you know how much it makes me itch to give BCU props in football? LOL, but that is a solid program in Daytona. Your tweets are on the way. As always on Bounce News, you get the last word. We're joined here by students from Florida A&M University, and you are?
I'm Tristan Brown.
Cool.
And I'm Kyson Clark.
Cool.
My name is Mariah Vargas.
And you guys, I know Kyson because I've heard him on WA&M, great radio show, and you guys are on the radio as well. But what do you guys think about FAMU playing number 4 ranked Ohio State?
We have to win. We have to win. That's all I have to say.
Any predictions?
Well, I'm going to keep my prediction to myself, but I am going to say miracles are possible, okay?
I'm hearing on Twitter, they say no way humanly possible.
No way humanly, things always can happen,
You
You never know.
You don't understand the power of the Rattler. That's what it is. Yeah. I did it. Thank you guys for coming out. And again, remember, you can continue behind the scenes on BounceNews.tv. I'm Rahman Johnson. That's the last word. Have a good night.